Hey everyone, it's Dr. Erin, your high performance business coach and the success psychologist. And I'm home today preparing 3 keynote presentations for 3 amazing, incredibly huge events, all in the next week. And I'm reflecting back on where I've been and where I'm going and where I am. And it's got me thinking about a topic that I know will pertain to every single one of you who are watching this and who are building a business or wanting to create an impact in the world. And it seems so far away maybe from where you are right now. I want you to know that I've been you and it never goes away. But I want to talk about a topic that got me thinking. When I was at Brendon Burchard's event a couple months ago, he said something that I'm really realizing is so true. And he said, are you willing to start small? Are you willing to be embarrassed by just starting? And he said, and he asked the crowd, there was 1,500 of us. And he said, was his 22nd time hosting this conference that he does. And he said, raise your hand if you've never had heard of me even 2 years ago. So he'd been doing this business for 22 years. It was his 22nd event. 65% of the room raised their hand and had not heard of Brendon Burchard 2 years ago. And some of you listening to this right here don't even know who he is. And the point of that is he's the world's #1 coach and high performance coach and most prolific content writer on the internet. And there still are people that have never heard of him. The point is we all have to start small. So I'm preparing a keynote for Microsoft next week. Microsoft. I just spoke at Facebook. I am preparing a keynote for 550 school district members, women, for a Women's Wellness Day. Saturday, I'll be speaking here for 500 amazing, beautiful women, talking about their superpower. And next week, I am speaking in front of 400 people down at a college. And then I am speaking, like I said, Microsoft. So those 3, there'll be over 1,500 people in my audience. And I realized that a little over a year and a half ago when I gave my first talk, I went down to a small rural city in Nevada and I gave my first presentation, and it was at a small little coffee shop in, like I said, rural Nevada, with 12 people. And if you had asked me, you would have thought I was giving a presentation to the president. I mean, I was so excited. I was so nervous, but I was there to give my best. And you know what? I never saw human beings as a number. I didn't think that 12 wasn't good enough. I saw this as an opportunity to impact 12 people's lives. Like, that was a big deal. And so are you willing to start small? Are you willing to realize that people aren't numbers, they're people, and they need to be impacted? And your significance in this world is not just how many followers you have and how many likes. It's how many lives you can change. And are you willing to start changing one person's life? This week, my email list hit 1,000 people. And I remember when I started my email list just a short while ago, and I invited my virtual assistant on who helped me set up the email list. So I'm like, I have one person. I remember when I started my Facebook group last year and I had one person. I think it was my husband. That was my first. I'm like, I have one. And we're growing. And so I'm not in the position that I am because I didn't have those difficulties or because I didn't have the fear of starting out small. I'm in the position that I am because I had those fears and I had to get started just like you. And I chose to do it. I chose to surmount it. I chose to say, this is totally worth it. And I don't know the outcome. I know my goals and my dreams and my aspirations. I don't know how we're going to get there. And here's the deal. It never goes away. So even though I'm speaking for really big audiences, the biggest I've ever spoken for, there's always a bigger dream, right? And so there's always the potential for fear to creep in And it's how we choose to like hurdle over those obstacles. It's what's your strategy for dealing with those next level excitements, hurdles, difficulties. Okay, so are you willing to start small? Are you willing to be embarrassed? Are you willing to have nobody know you and do it anyways? And if the answer is yes, then the sky's the limit, my friends. So have a wonderful day, and I'm going to go finish my keynotes. Again, I'm Dr. Erin, your high performance business coach and the success psychologist, and it's your time to step into your greatness. Bye.